7-year-old Lily Morgan sat on the cold kitchen floor, gripping her small arms as tears soaked into her sleeves. "My bones. They hurt," she whispered. The words echoed unanswered. Sunlight squeezed through dusty blinds, landing on the mop bucket beside her. She had spilled a cup of juice earlier. It hadn't been much, just a puddle near the counter, but it had been enough. Enough for Angela, her stepmother. Lily could still feel the sting along her back, the echoes of sharp words cutting deeper than any bruise. "Can't you do anything right?" Angela had stormed off, heels clicking down the hallway, leaving Lily trembling behind. Lily's father, Daniel Morgan, had been gone 3 years. Business overseas. That was all Lily knew. Once, before he left, Daniel carried Lily through the airport, promising she would see him again very soon. His expensive cologne mixed with the softness of his scarf clung to her memory. Back then, Lily rarely cried. She had felt safe. After Daniel remarried to Angela, things slowly changed. At first, Angela had seemed kind, helping Lily brush her hair, buying her dresses, praising her small school drawings. But after Daniel left, the kindness vanished like smoke. Now mistakes were offenses. Dropped forks led to yelling. Spilled milk meant slaps. Wrinkled clothing earned locked bedrooms for hours. Angela's voice became Lily's daily soundtrack. Sharp, cold, unforgiving. Lily's body grew thin. Bruises dotted her legs like dark fingerprints of fear. At school, she hid in baggy sweaters. Teachers assumed she was simply shy. No one heard her whisper during recess. "My bones hurt." Every night Lily lay on the squeaking bed, curling into herself as hunger gnawed her stomach. Angela rationed food, claiming Lily needed discipline. She missed her father desperately. Sometimes she imagined him driving into the yard, stepping out of a shining black car in his tailored suit, arms wide open. But every week came and went without any phone calls, no letters. Just silence. Lily began to believe her father forgot her. Angela reinforced that fear. "He doesn't want you back," she sneered one night as Lily failed a spelling test. "Why else would he leave you with me?" Lily pressed her face into her pillow, sobbing quietly so Angela wouldn't hear. The next morning was worse. Angela found Lily's shoes unpolished. Rage exploded. She grabbed Lily's wrist, shaking her. "Useless!" The belt snapped hard across Lily's back. When Lily collapsed, crying out, "My bones hurt!" Angela scoffed. "Quit pretending!" Then she shoved Lily toward the door and locked her outside for hours. Lily sat against the house wall, knees tucked to chest, shaking from both cold and pain. She whispered to the empty street, "Dad, please come home." Unseen. Someone across the street was watching. A delivery driver who noticed the way Lily flinched at every sound. He made a mental note. The clock was ticking. Lily learned how to hide pain. Long sleeves, fake smiles, the art of staying quiet. At school, she mastered silence. Whenever teachers asked why she flinched or wouldn't join games, she shrugged. "I'm clumsy," she'd mumble. In truth, every movement ached. She could feel deep bruises along her ribs and arms. For a child her size, even simple walking hurt. At night she whispered again, "My bones hurt." Instead of comfort, she received only echoes. Angela escalated. She inspected Lily daily like a prison warden, checking bedsheets, backpacks, shoes, hunting for mistakes. One evening, Lily burned toast while trying to prepare her own supper. Angela exploded. Smoke filled the kitchen. Angela dragged Lily by the collar and shoved her against the counter, slapping her face so hard Lily stumbled. "I leave you alone for 1 hour, and this is what I return to?" The slap was loud. Lily tasted blood. Angela seized Lily's hair and forced her to scrub the burned pan while crying, "You will learn discipline." Lily's hands bled against harsh steel wool. That night, the delivery driver Lily had seen earlier returned with a package for Angela. As he handed it over, he noticed Lily peeking from the hallway, cheeks swollen. eyes red. He hesitated. "Is everything okay?" he asked softly. Angela stepped between them instantly. "She's fine. Clumsy kid." She slammed the door. The driver stood frozen for a moment, uneasy. Something about that child haunted him. Inside, Lily collapsed onto her bed, shaking from exhaustion. Her whisper rose again. "My bones hurt. Please make it stop." But Angela had already turned on the television loud enough to drown Lily out. Days blurred together in cycles of punishment. Then came the bruises on Lily's neck that couldn't be hidden. At school, Miss Turner, Lily's teacher, noticed when Lily turned her head painfully. She gently lifted Lily's collar. Blue fingerprints dotted her collarbone. "Lily, who did this?" Lily started to speak and stopped. Angela's threats flashed through her mind. "If you tell anyone, I'll make it worse." So Lily whispered, "I fell." Ms. Turner wasn't convinced. The school registered concern, but calls to the home were always intercepted by Angela, who dismissed everything as childish accidents. Meanwhile, the delivery driver, Mark, kept thinking about the bruised little girl. He began checking addresses and realized something shocking. The house belonged to Daniel Morgan, the internationally famous tech entrepreneur who had quietly returned to the country weeks earlier. Mark couldn't believe it. If Daniel was back, then why was his daughter suffering? Mark debated for 2 sleepless nights, then made the phone call that changed everything. Daniel Morgan stepped off his private jet, exhausted but excited. 3 years of nonstop business expansion were finally over. The first stop he planned, home, to Lily. He hadn't returned earlier because Angela had insisted Lily was healthy, happy, and thriving. She sent fake photos, staged smiles, carefully controlled messages. Daniel trusted her. Now, after receiving a disturbing anonymous call describing signs of abuse, panic overwhelmed him. He drove to his mansion immediately. When he walked inside, silence greeted him. No laughter, no signs of a child's warmth. He followed the hallway toward Lily's bedroom. He found her curled on the bed, shaking. Skinny, bruised, a heating pad hugged her ribs. "Lily?" he whispered. Her eyes flickered open, then widened in disbelief. "Daddy?" She lunged forward, sobbing, collapsing into his arms. "My bones hurt. I thought you forgot me." Daniel held her tightly, heart-shattering. "Never, baby, never." He gently lifted her sleeves. Bruises, ribs visible beneath skin, welts on her back. Rage surged through him. Angela stormed into the room. What is she being dramatic about now? Daniel turned slowly. "You did this," Angela scoffed. "She's delicate." Daniel's voice became steel. "Call an ambulance," he ordered his assistant. "What?" Angela pulled back nervously. "Daniel, you're overreacting." Daniel stepped forward. "Get out." Security escorted Angela away, screaming. Medical staff rushed Lily to the hospital, where scans revealed multiple untreated injuries and exhaustion from malnutrition. Daniel sat beside her bed all night, holding her tiny hand. She slept peacefully for the first time. And he made a vow. No one would ever hurt his daughter again. Investigations began quickly. Mark, the delivery driver, gave his statement. Ms. Turner confirmed teacher concerns. Medical documents matched Lily's story. Angela was formally charged. Daniel testified personally as he watched his little girl give a fearful but brave statement. When asked what she wanted to tell the court, Lily whispered into the mic, "My bones hurt because I was very scared." That single sentence made the entire courtroom fall silent. Daniel wept. Angela's denial unraveled. Surveillance footage, witnesses, medical evidence sealed her fate. She was taken away, screaming once more. But Lily sat safely beside her father, wrapped in his coat. Recovery was slow. Physical therapy strengthened Lily's fragile body. Daniel spent every day with her, learning how to braid hair, packing lunches, walking her to school. Each gentle moment repaired pieces of her broken heart. One day during therapy, Lily smiled. "It doesn't hurt anymore," she said. Daniel hugged her tightly. "You're safe now." They rebuilt the house, filling corridors with color and laughter instead of silence. Mark visited with small gifts. Miss Turner attended Lily's school award ceremony months later. And Lily! She learned to run again. One afternoon she stood in the yard, watching clouds drift. "Daddy?" "Yes, sweetheart. My bones don't hurt anymore," she said proudly. Daniel smiled through tears. Neither of them forgot the past, but the future was finally bright.